How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another After Action Report with Ronin 47R. Today I'm taking a look at another few games of the Tiger, the Tier 7 German heavy tank, at least the original line. I went ahead and put up another one of these before, and I have a few more vids from a batch of games that I was playing. Today I'm taking a look at the standard battle playing here on steps, and kind of looking at the east is the way I like to go on this map. I mean, I go both ways as far as east or west, and sometimes if I'm crazy, I'll go through the center. But lately I've been really trying to, I don't want to say practice, but playing with the different land formations, the topography over here on the east, because there are some areas over here that can really benefit you depending on your play style. So cruising along here, we do have a few folks coming along with me, which is great. I like to communicate a lot with the, with the in-game non-verbal communication. So, sometimes when I'm focused in and I'm playing on my own, such as this, I'm not, platooned up or whatnot. I don't like to have the voice chat on. It just depends on my mood. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Either way, though, with or without the voice chat on, I am absolutely going to go ahead and use the commands to indicate where I'm going and that sort of thing. I was getting sidetracked there because, even though this is a replay, in a lot of ways, it's kind of mesmerizing just to watch because I remember exactly what I was thinking about, and it's almost like I want to play the replay, if that makes any sense. Maybe then again, that's part of the fun of watching replays, right? Next best thing to actually playing it. So, with this tank here, it is fully upgraded, and I'm slowly grinding my way to the Tiger 2. Got a nice hit there. I wasn't even aimed in and caught that tank on fire. So over here, you can see that there is just one medium tank up ahead. He is really far. I don't know if I would have done that. The T-29, very strong tank. He is way behind that cover there. So the only thing I can go for is that light tank because, again, everybody's in cover there. And just a bad shot on my part there. Kind of can't focus in on what tank I want to take out. And then I keep getting spotted. There is only one artillery, but this is a fairly flat map when you are up here on the top on the plateau. There we go. I tracked him there, but, I was hoping to hit him in the front hull. He does have a pike nose, and if you can hit him at a 90-degree angle, you can penetrate pretty nicely there. You can see where the artillery just dropped on me, or I should say in front of me, and I'm getting out of there. A lot of my guys are destroyed in the front, and I might have lost another guy that was to the side of me, but I was really trying to get out of there. It was just bad news. Not good for me. I had to use my what is it called? Did I use my repair kit? No, I used my first aid kit on my loader. That's what was it. That's what got injured. So I got a hit on the KV2 earlier, but I'm not really able to take him out completely. It was just a sloppy, rushed game. I was kind of frazzled. It just really wasn't going the way I wanted to. And then the problem is I get kind of stubborn. What I really should have done was really reposition myself, but it was like weird how I just kept on kind of staying there, and I didn't like it. The KV2, he's going to die. I mean, there's just, 4 heavy tanks there to the front. You got this light tank just harassing this guy like a gnat. I got a good shot on him. He repair kitted. Nobody was able to take him out, so he's going to continue spotting for the Reds. Not good. IS-3 has a pretty good line of sight on me there, and who knows? There's also a tank destroyer over there. It just wasn't working out. So what I should have done, though, was I should have really pulled back and got out of there, cut my losses, but nope, I was stubborn. I'm going to go ahead and stay here with 4 heavy tanks coming towards me, and 2 tank destroyers, another heavy tank shooting at me from the from the planes there off in the distance, while a light tank spots. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. No, well, it was a very bad decision on my part. Also, too, the majority of our team went up and to the west, so there really wasn't much help behind me. So I really should have thought about it better. Ammo rack the IS-3, but really it's kind of pointless. I've got a whole 11 health points, and watch this. I bounced. I was really hoping for a nice rear shot there, but instead of the rear, I shot at the side of the hull and at that angle, with the effective armor, it just didn't work out. So I am, once again, I am without a loader. And so without a loader, it is taking forever. 10.53 seconds to reload. And here we go. And yeah, so I racked him. Took some damage off the IS-3, but he takes me out. Now, had I actually penetrated earlier, the IS-3 would have been dead on that last shot. Anyways, I don't even know how that game ended. I just got out of there and I was doing something else. Tiger came back out of battle. I jump into battle, and here we are on standard battle on highway. So hopefully this is a lot more entertaining and enjoyable. Really is, I take ownership. It really is up to you to make the tank do the right thing. I just, like I said, I was just stubborn, and, you kind of get in ruts or zone out or whatever the excuse is. But yeah, that wasn't a very good game. Now over here, there's really two ways to go when it comes to, well, I'll just focus on the heavy tank. And again, I don't want to sound like I know what I'm talking about. I'm just telling you what I do. There's two ways to go. Generally, folks go north on the 1-2 line, or they go east on the the KJ line, and they head over to the the city, and they kind of do that sort of thing. Well, there's no artillery, so I'm feeling, well, I'll do something different, because a lot of times I go towards the city, and there really wasn't too many folks at the time when I started driving off going in this direction. So I figured, I'll just play on this side. Could be some fun. So here I am, heading over here, trying to use the topography. You can see here I'm trying to stay hull down, with the land formation to my left. And that was a bad shot on my part. You see how I just kind of rushed it and just assumed he would keep going. Not very good. So there's 4 tanks out there. So there's some decent folks to fire against. The T-71, sure, he's spotting, but I don't know. He's in a really bad spot. And the medium tank up here and to my left, I don't know. Being up there on top of that hill is kind of hardcore. I don't really like to be up there. I would prefer to be down and have a good gun depression and peek over, kind of minimize my exposure. But anyways, back to what I'm doing. It's kind of nice. I do have, now that, look at that. You see, it went right over the rear hull of the Freedom. And that was actually a pretty decent shot, but just RNG. He went right over. Had a nice hull shot. That one was totally my fault there. Anyway, so some nice shots. You can really play peekaboo right here, but they know where I am. Even when I'm not spotted, they know. They know that eventually I'm going to come back. So I'm really, really playing it risky where, folks could be blind shotting, but I'm just coming over there, and I'm really trying to aim exactly, minimizing as I pull out forward that my aiming reticle is shrinking and that sort of thing. I'm really trying to plan it so I have minimal exposure. All right, so that was a really lucky shot. Got 253 off of that Tiger. I thought I was going to track him, and it turned out that I actually... that was a bounce. I bounced, and I bounced off the Tiger. A lot of dudes over there, and I really keep getting spotted. I couldn't figure out really who's spotting me. Turns out, in hindsight, because I have the luxury of not, trying to focus and not die, there's actually a heavy tank down at the base. Well, when I say base, meaning to the east at E4, E5 by the bridge. And he's the one that's spotting me. I believe it was a Tier 8 British tank. If memory serves, I don't... We'll see it in a little bit. Meanwhile, I'm just going to go ahead and keep trying to work on these guys little by little because... so far, I haven't taken too much damage, and we've kept them at bay pretty well. They really haven't rushed. You've got, the T-71. You've got a tank destroyer to my right. I think the medium is still alive to my left. I don't recall. But this guy here is pretty strong, and I'm really hoping for some side shots. Now, he ammo racked me, which super sucked. Now I'm without a repair kit. And I can probably actually have done a better job with my angle. I'm almost too perpendicular to the Freedom, so shame on me for that in hindsight. I wouldn't have side scraped because I like how I'm, peekabooming, going in and out, and side scraping just wouldn't have done it for me. But bad angle. Meanwhile, I believe it was a Cheeto down there. Oh, and here's a Tiger. Okay, so he's creeping up. Trying to go for his commander's hatch, but he pulls back. Now there's also another, I believe there was another heavy tank to the south of that Tiger. Then I have to kind of look over my shoulder here because this, you got the VKH over there. The Freedom, I believe, is still alive over there. And I believe there's a tank destroyer over there as well. All right, so the Cheeto, yeah, he's not spotting me. He's too far down the hill. But here's a VKH. Check this out. Bam, 217. That was nice. I'm probably still about 60% of my health, so I'm feeling pretty good. But if you look at the greens versus the reds, it's a matter of time unless we really turn this thing around. I feel like I'm doing a good job over here. There's a few of us that are, alive over here, so we're doing a great job of holding them off. But overall, the numbers are dwindling, and it's going to start to snowball. There's a heavy tank over there by the bridge. You can see it over by the F5 area. The Cheeto, no joy for me there. And then look at that. What is that? And there it is, the Tier 8. Yeah, I'm gonna penetrate that that turret. I don't think so. I don't think so. And then you got Mr. Oh, thanks for hitting me, Mr. Freedom. He hits me, not for too much, but that's just no fun. And I could not get his sensitive spot there at the top. So now I'm in a bad spot. I mean, there's only 3 guys left on my team, and we're all, for the most part, in the same location, so everybody can look at us almost at the same time. I have to make a decision, because this is the bad part. He can see me down below, and only once in a while do I see him. And, I mean, right now he happens to be shown, and there he is. Oh, yeah. See, I caught him in the side of the turret. He happened to be looking the other way, which is great, but that's about the only time I'm going to get him. Luckily, he shot into the ground. So he did not hit me. I'm figuring, you know what? I'm going to switch to premium rounds and see if I can penetrate this guy, even though he's at pretty far distance. He finally plugged me. And if it wasn't him, it was one of his many, many friends that are still alive. Now it's just 2 heavy tanks. Great. And look at that waste. I just threw that premium round into the air. And he shot me. And that hurt. And I'm trying to aim in. He shot me again. And a bounce. So it just wasn't my day on this one. I felt like I did a great job of making him work for it, but he snuck up. Good for him. Yeah, so I worked really hard for that defeat. Let's see how it turns out. Well, 2905 for the experience. It's almost 3,000 on a defeat. As I say, I'll take what I can get. Came in first place on my team, but, not bad. Inching my way towards the Tiger 2, slowly but surely. I like the detailed work there that they can show you who you have affected. And I'm going to go ahead and jump into the next game here. Now this one here is, I believe, the final game for this particular video. There's somebody named Teamwork and Buddha. And I don't want to say I run into him or her, them. I've never spoken to them that I can recall. In voice, and I run into them a lot. Well, a good decent amount of times, and often I see Teamwork and Buddha running the E25. So, anyways, just a side note, because you know how it is. You're on the same server. If you play around the same time, you eventually start running into the same people, right? So, anyways, him and I are communicating, as you can see, because apparently we're the only ones that really are communicating. And we're rushing for the center. He's asking for that area to be defended. I totally agree. Let's grab that high ground. And I love the E25 speed. He gets up there, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to run over there too. Now watch this medium to my left. Dude. You slowed me down a little bit, man. You stopped. I'm going in a straight course. Anyways, good news is I'm trying to make it. There's a Tiger P. He hits me. I take 1 hit of damage, and I'm not tracked or anything. Excellent. Now, there are 2 artilleries, on this map. That is something to absolutely keep in mind. Now, Teamwork and Buddha, I thought was, kind of crazy, and I don't mean that in a bad way. A turretless tank, especially something as light as E25, sticking his nose around the corner like that took a lot of guts, or he's insane. But either way, he pulled it off, so good for him. Now he's going to go up there and do the traditional TD thing. Meanwhile, I'm going to do the heavy tank thing. And I'm going to guard this area because I don't want anybody taking the hill. Now the Black Prince just got ammo racked by me. Now this kind of scared me. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks. Yikes. I'm like, oh my goodness. Get out of there. Get out of there. But I'm going to keep firing and keep my gun in battle. Hopefully I'm not going to get tracked, minimizing the exposure to the enemy. Whew, close call. I got out of there with only, what, maybe 2 hits of damage. Yay. Got the hull of the T-29 there for maybe about 249 damage. There's a Black Prince that I clipped when I was really going for the Churchill. Nice side shot on the T-29. Did not want to lose that opportunity. And, oh, there we go. Bam. Black Prince goes down. Didn't want to lose that opportunity. And then here you go with the KV-1S later. Nice, tasty 230-something points of damage on him. Ooh, there's a little guy. There he is. I rolled a 247 on the Churchill 1. And we literally cleaned their clocks. I mean, well, I guess it wouldn't be literally, okay, because it wasn't clocks and we didn't clean them. But we really took care of that area. I would be commenting on my other teammates, but, you know, as you can see, I don't see what they're doing. So I have no clue. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and take the spot up here. Now, normally I don't like to snipe with a heavy tank, but, you know, conditions change in the battlefield and you just never know. So I'm kind of sneaking around, not so sneaky there, and just kind of assessing the situation. Not so good there. Oh, there's Teamwork and Buddha doing whatever he's doing with his E25. Something I like to do with the, oh man, I just love it. I want to go play it right now. But focusing back on this, it looks like he just bit the big one, which sucks for him. And there's a KV-2 out there. 2 tank destroyers and 2 heavy tanks. So, there's the Tiger P. There's a KV-1S. We know where those guys are. Oh, I'm being sixth sensed. Who is it being, you know, who spotted me? I want to say it's a tank destroyer. Kind of nervous to stick it out there, but I have to make a choice because I want to play. And there's the SU-100, and I shot it right over him because I rushed it. I got nervous. That I was there too long, and I rushed it. So shame on me. Nice hit to the rear of the Tiger P for 240. KV-1S, I'd like to get him, but he is very, very well hidden. Tiger P goes around the bend there. I cannot get him. I slide down, and I'm going to go ahead and get in pursuit. Not exactly the fastest tank, you know, 39, 40 kilometers per hour. But doesn't do too badly. There we go. I'm going to stop for the aim-in. Bam, 246 on the Tiger P. Maybe. That felt good. I was ammo racked, and I figured, you know what? Here is a tank destroyer in hiding ahead. Do I repair for 3,000? Is it worth it? There's only one guy left. I mean, I'd hate to spend the money and it not come in handy. I said, you know what? 3,000, just do it because I may have to get in there and shoot him a few times. So I need to make sure that I can reload as fast as possible. So here I come, and yay! Look at that. Bam. 238. And he's destroyed before I reloaded, but I did my part. Notice I attempted to track him. Not very well. Actually, I did not aim very well. Rushed it, but that's what I was doing. That's why I was shooting in that area. So, wow, 7,179 experience. I will take it. Lots of operational bonuses. Some decent things there. So I came in first. Teamwork and Buddha came in second. And, you know, we did pretty well on that map. All right, folks. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy the ones to come. And I really do appreciate you stopping by. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I got to go check on the updating of the Xbox One World of Tanks. Now, where did my crew go off to? Oh, I see. There they are. Okay, girls, tell them who they are if they're receiving this transmission.
You are one of the 47 Ronin. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.